Good day everyone. This is Viz Ivan A. Sanchez from BSMT 1 Blockchain. So today I'm going to talk about computer viruses. So what is computer viruses? What they are, where they come from, and why they are here. So first, we're going to talk about the history of computer viruses. So the first computer virus was called Creeper. It was invented in the early 1970s. Since then, millions of viruses have been invented. The first known computer virus was written in 1981 by a man named Rich Skrenta. This virus was termed Elk Cloner and was the first computer virus to appear outside the computer where it was created in. So, have you ever noticed that everyone who owns a computer might hear a lot about computer viruses? Virus plus computer equals to death. So, what is a computer virus? A computer virus is a program that can copy itself and infect a computer without the permission or knowledge of the user. A computer virus has two major characteristics: the ability to replicate itself and the ability to attach itself to another computer file. So, there are the symptoms that you will notice when a computer has a virus. First, slow response and slow program execution. Random hard drive crashes and restarts. Distorted graphics and text. Files that have mysteriously vanished. Extensive pop-up ads. Inability to open files with existing passwords. These are the types of infections. First, malware. Second one is worms. And the last one is Trojan horses. If you will add them, it will become virus. So these are the types of computer viruses. First one is the boot sector virus, direct action virus, file infector virus, macrovirus, multipartite virus, polymorphic virus, resident virus, and the last one is the web scripting virus. So, a boot sector virus, it places its own codes and commands into an MBR. So, the browser hijacker alters the search and error page of a browser and redirects the user to its own page. So, direct action virus, they load with the host program into computer's memory. They can be crafted with relative ease. So, file infector virus. A file infector is a virus that infects an executable file. It typically affects only one type of file. So, the macrovirus. Macrovirus, this type of virus infects Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Access, and other data files. Once infected, repairing of these files is very much difficult. So, a multipartite virus. It may attack in more than or one methods. So, what is a polymorphic virus? A virus that can encrypt its code in different ways so that it appears differently in each infection. These viruses are more difficult to detect. So, what is a resident virus? It hides within the computer's memory. It activates whenever the OS loads or operates. This virus may be pernicious. It is of two types. First, the fast infector, and second one is the slow infector. Removal of this virus is a bit tricky. It may be designed to block the actions or antivirus programs. So let's move on to the web scripting virus. There are few websites that execute complex code with the purpose to provide interesting content. These codes often get exploited, and due to its virus becomes able to infect machine and to take actions on a machine via website. This particular virus is called web scripting virus. So these are the latest viruses. The first one is the Dexter. Dexter infects computers running with Microsoft Windows. Discovered by IT security firm Secular in December 2012. It steals confidential data of the user. It affects POS, i.e. point of sales. Detected in online banking transaction space on 19 January 2014 in India. So the Reveton. Reveton in 2012, a major ransomware worm known as the Reveton began to spread. A Reveton is a malware which attempts to extort money from a user. It claims that your computer has been used for unauthorized activities. So the CryptoLocker. CryptoLocker is encrypting ransomware appeared in 2013 with a worm known as CryptoLocker. It gets distributed either as an attachment to a malicious email or as a drive-by download. CryptoLocker demands a payment with either a MoneyPack card or Bitcoin to recover the key. CryptoLocker to be extremely difficult to repair. So the first one is don't open unknown email attachment. If you recognize the name of the sender, it can be tempting to go into autopilot and immediately open the attachment they've sent to you. But before you do, consider if you're expecting anything from this person. Even if you are, read the subject line and email content carefully. If an old friend has emailed you out of the blue after a decade and the email heading is offering to help you make money fast, you can probably presume it's spam. So the second one is disable plugins you don't need. If you never use plugins such as Flash or Java, then make sure to disable them. If you don't, your machine could be vulnerable to an attack caused by an out-of-date plugin. In general, you probably won't need to use Flash or Java for most websites or programs, so it's easier to just get rid of them. So the third one is don't disable UAC on Windows. User account control asks you to provide your username and password every time you install something new. This should always be kept enabled so that you are informed and can manually authorize any changes that are made to your computer. So the fourth one is don't use your computer as an admin. If you log into your computer via an admin account and something harmful infiltrates your machine, all users' data will be compromised and potentially become vulnerable. However, if an individual user account is affected, all the user's information is protected. This also prevents other users from being able to delete your files, as they can only access their own account. So the fifth one is keep your browser updated. If you're using an out-of-date browser, this can expose security vulnerabilities and allow cyber criminals to access your personal information by exploiting the weaknesses. In addition, an up-to-date browser will help you to have a better user experience in general. So the sixth one is avoid Internet Explorer. On a similar note, using Internet Explorer can cause potential security problems. As IE is so widely used, hackers target it more as they have a wider pool of potential victims. Mozilla and Google are also more efficient at keeping their browsers updated and protected. So keep your operating system updated. As well as keeping your browsers updated, it is important that you also make sure your computer operating system is updated regularly as well. The method for doing this will vary between operating systems. For Windows, ensure that Windows Update is set to install updates automatically. If you're using Mac OS X, click on the Apple icon and then App Store. Select Updates from the top of the page and install any updates instead. So the eighth one is only install software you know and trust. If you are online and come across a loud and colorful banner enthusiastically offering free smileys to make your computer 10 times faster, it's probably not something you want to click on. And if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. While there is good free software out there, it's unlikely to be advertised to you with flashing banner adverts. So ensure you have up-to-date antivirus. Windows Defender, Win, and Microsoft Security Essentials are free from Windows Update and fine of most users' purposes. Companies such as AVG, Avira, and Avast also offer free options. There are paid options which might be worth investing in if you are particularly concerned about security. So the last one is don't trust your email account. While your email account may feel safe and secure, you never know what might happen, specifically if you use Wi-Fi in public places. If your email address is compromised, make sure that hackers can't find any sensitive information such as credit card details, passwords, or anything else you really wouldn't like others to read. So that's all for today. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have gained knowledge about my discussion on computer viruses. So once again, this is Vince Ivan A. Sanchez from BSMT1 Chain, signing off.